Yeah,
right.
that's what I was thinking.
Hey,
I was trying to be quick about it. Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right. I'm sorry, Darwin. Go ahead.
No, so I was and the lady, she was, it said she was upset because she wanted to take family photos with her child's father and the kids, and he didn't want to. So it was a big thing about that. And a lot of the comments were saying, well, he don't have to take pictures, and what if he has another girlfriend that doesn't want him taking these family pictures and don't want to be seen with the baby mother and this and that. So I just start thinking about like what's acceptable, like what is, and I know it's based on each relationship, right? But universally, like what do you think is like acceptable for your child's father to do with his ex? Not just taking pictures, but like everything, like dating, well, not dating, going out on dates, trips, pictures, events, or what the case may be. So
Okay.
that was the question, and that's what got me thinking about this.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that went viral. The girl wanted, I didn't know if it was true or not, but she wanted the dad to pay to take pictures with them, right?
Hmm.
Okay. What did y'all think about that?
I
What, what,
think that. Oh, go ahead, man.
Does
You go
that
first.
cross the boundary? What do you think?
well, well, my take on it is, I don't see nothing wrong with it. If the two people can get along and be peaceful and in front of each other around the kids, then go ahead and you know, and if it's all about the kids, then it shouldn't be a problem. Everybody should want their kids to see both their parents happy in the same room together, being friends, and and who wouldn't want, what kid wouldn't want to have a picture with both of their parents? If the exes have a problem with it, that's just something we have to deal with. But if it's no bad blood, then go ahead for it. And other things too, like going out to celebrate your kids' birthdays, dinners, breakfasts, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Um, I do a lot of things with my kids, and if my daughter ever said that, if I got my daughter and she ever said that she wanted her mother to come and be a part of that, I'm just gonna be like, oh, like, what's the big deal? You know, um,
Okay.
it is some boundaries. I don't think like going on private trips. I'm not Will Smith, and my wife not Jada, so I don't think I'll be taking a private trip with me and my wife and my baby mother. But
Right.
you, you know, we can coexist and have fun with each other. I think, you know, that's just my marriage and my relationship that I have with my child's mother. One of my child's mothers, the other one, I definitely have to have tighter boundaries with her because of our situation and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things that I wouldn't do with her that I would do with my other baby mother, just to cut down on problems. And she's just not. It's just not a stable situation over there. So, you know, but every relationship is different. You have to talk with your partner and see how comfortable they are. And y'all both set boundaries, and you got to stay within those boundaries, or the trust will be lost, and it'd be a bigger problem.
Okay. So, okay, I want to ask a follow-up question, but I'll wait because I want to hear what everybody else has to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say it really shouldn't be a problem. Like it just but it does depend on the relationships that the people have with each other. Right.
Mhm.
So if it's been like but to me it's like it's larger problems. Like either like the taking a picture in of itself or whatever is not the problem. Um it's the things that are the larger problems, like some infidelity concerns, right? Or some disrespect or other bigger things that have happened. But outside of that, just somebody being like, you should never take pictures with your ex even if y'all have children together. I think that that's like ridiculous, like Darwin said. Like if it's really about your kids, like because I know like me growing up, well, I mean, I have pictures of my parents on their wedding day, you know what I mean? But you gonna want to see your parents around each other or experience that, just. And I think kids should be able to get it. If y'all can get along, why not?
Okay. Renee Lair says, I agree with a lot of what's what he's saying. We don't want to see it for what it is. Sometimes you grow out of love. I think that was actually in response to the previous question. Sorry, I was a little late with that. All right, what do you think? What do you think, Raven? What are some co-parenting? Well, what do you think about that situation?
I'm so glad you asked. I think
Yeah.
greatly, it greatly depends on the couple. I know some couples who genuinely had that baby and that was it. They did not double dip with no back and forth. I do know couples, 20, 30 years, kids got out of college, they still dipping and dabbling. So it just depends. You got to be honest with yourself. If you know you still over there doing the monster mash, then come on. Don't be trying to gaslight folks into thinking this is a family photo.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about what's going on. Y'all. But if that's not the case, then by all means take the family photo. Please, get it in.
Yeah.
Show the family love and all that.
So do you all think that, like, if let's say a woman and a man, they have a kid together, they're not together anymore. The woman wants this family photo, but the man has a new wife and she says no, she doesn't want the family photo. What do you all think about that?
I'm not mad at the new wife.
Mm-hmm.
My thing.
Do the kids want the photo? Because see with co-parenting, the thing is you got to be real careful not to fall into the trap of what we want. Like if your kids are old enough, ask them what they want. Do they even want the family picture with mom and dad in it? Is it important to them? Are the moves that we're making in alignment with what we agreed about co-parenting in the first place? My thing is, if it has nothing to do with the children, why are we talking about it? Why are we talking about it? If it ain't got nothing to do with the children, why are we talking about it? Like, I think a lot of times the trap that people fall into is they move away from what's best for the kids or what the kids want. And then they start thinking about their own selfish things. Because, and I'm only looking at both sides. If I'm a wife, I'm thinking to myself, you want a picture with my husband and you all's children, and the optics make it seem y'all like this happy family. Well, you had your chance at that. You had your chance. Like, why is this photo so important? Like what? How will it benefit the children? And are the children asking for this? Because for all we know, depending upon the age of the kids, they don't care about family photos. They'll be satisfied if y'all took a selfie together doing drop off and pick up. Like, why is this? What's the purpose behind this formality? And where is this picture going to be hanging? And do you expect me to have this picture hanging in my house? Like, I'm just throwing out a couple of. I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit because it would be easier for me to say the warm and fuzzy answer of we can all just get along. The reality of it is sometimes you don't, but you know how to raise these kids. You know how to show up as an adult and raise these children. So, my follow-up question to the follow-up question is, how will this family photo benefit these children? How will it benefit the children?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Because that's what co-parenting is about. Setting goals and making parenting styles based on what's best for the children.
Okay.
Not for baby mama who wants y'all to appear like y'all a family. None of that.
Right.
It's for what's best for the children.
Yeah.
But isn't my thing is we are family. Like my daughter's mother is family. That's bottom line. My wife knows she's family. She's family us. So if we take a family picture and she's there, she can get in it because she's family. I've been in Chicago and I went and got my daughter and my son, and we went out and I've got her other daughter and took her with us because we are family. I know I can depend on her. She knows she can depend on me. And I think a lot of people get lost with that when they break up. I know every breakup, like we just talked about, it can get messy and stuff like that. But if it's not messy and you don't have feelings for the other person, and I would like to think you could call your child's mother family. Y'all both have this wonderful thing that y'all created that y'all both would die for and do anything for. So in my eyes, that's family. I know everybody doesn't think like that, but that's why I say everybody has their own set of boundaries when it comes to things like that, and you definitely do have to take into consideration like how is it benefiting the kid. And most of the time, the kid don't even know if it's gonna benefit them. So you have to be, as a parent, you have to make sound judgments for that kid, and know that like this might be a memory that you might look back on and be like, man, what was my father at this time? What was my mother at this time? Or I had everybody that I loved around me except for this person. Or it shouldn't always be like, on this end, I got all my loved ones but my father. On this end, I got all my loved ones on my mother, except for my mother. Why can't it be just one big kumbaya if it can be? We know we all got a lot of messiness in our life. So at some point we like, why can't everything be good? As much as possible, we should try to make everything about just loving each other and everybody being happy, instead of trying to find some way to be like, oh no, I don't want this person there.
Well, see, that's what I'm getting at.
Well, Joe, let me say this real quick. So, Darren, I agree with you. I think that like when you do choose to have children with somebody, regardless of what the relationship has been, you do become a family. You become like a family unit. And I think it's great when, all the parties can get together and just love on the children. But let's say there's a situation where those bonds haven't happened. There's not necessarily any beef, but those bonds have not happened. And a wife of the father says, you know what? I don't want this. Like, I don't want you to be in the picture without me, without our kids, if we have any together, and you're over there with her and the kids that you have with her. I can see that being inappropriate, because the truth of the matter is that usually married people do that with their kids. You know what I mean? So unless it's everybody, I do kind of think it's a little inappropriate to have it done outside of, unless it's everybody.
Yeah. I think men can shut all that down.
Yeah.
I think the man that can shut all of that down. Like everything is going to go as smooth as he allows it to go. You know what I'm saying? If he has a relationship with his wife that he's supposed to have, she trusts him, and she trusts him in front of her and away from her, and he has set boundaries already with the child's mother, then bringing these two families together should not be a problem at all. Okay. Only way it's a problem is if they have feelings for, if the husband has feelings for this woman and she has feelings for him, because he hasn't completely shut it out or shut down the possibilities of them ever getting back together. And that's what me and my child's mother did. Like, we both know we're not getting back together, and that's the bottom line of it. I feel comfortable with bringing my wife around her. My wife has been around her without me. She has went to go get my daughter without me. So, and there's nothing that I'm going. Is no secrets.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Look at y'all co-parenting like adults. All right. I want to get.
Yeah, because it's stressful if you don't.